Welcome people of the World Wide Web. So Cypher Sigma here, it's Friday and it's another episode for the collection. So yes, what do we have for you this day? Obviously you will tell from the picture, it is Pirates of Dark Water. So yes, this is the story of Ren, a young prince who's trying to find the lost 13 treasures of Rule, put them back to fight back the Dark Water that is invading his homeland. He does this by assembling a crew on a boat, and it's his lay set sail, and they have many adventures while fought by the evil pirate lord Bloth, who is basically trying to stop them and get the treasures for himself. So yes, you may have come across this cartoon. I believe it was late 80s, 90s. I watched it as a kid. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't remember watching it to the end of what was released, and I know there was a cliffhanger, but I do have a load of the toys. I have more or less all the figures. They don't have accessories, and I don't have any of the vehicles because, you know, for space. But otherwise, we're gonna get into it. So we get into our first figures. So we're going to go with the good guys first. So this is Ren. He is the main person of the story. Obviously doesn't come with any accessories. Medallion obviously has movement in the legs there and movement in the arms, and a twisty head, obviously limited by his ponytail. So let's put him on there. So yeah, this is several of the good guys that were created. There was only one wave, I believe. As you find from many toy lines, the women that were in the series didn't really get a figure released or planned figure release, so that was a bit of a shame. But yeah, that is the first good guy, and that is Ren. So then Ren is supported by his colleague Ayaz. So again, the articulation on most of these figures is the same: legs, arms and head. So Ayaz will sit there. Ayaz does come with a little jacket. Let me just stable him up there. So there he is. He's falling a bit down with some arrows. I'm not sure if that is the original one, but that is how the figure was sold to me, very cheap. So there he does a little roundabout. So quite cool looking figures. Very close to the cartoon, I must say, in appearance. Then we have Niddler, who was kind of the snarf figure, as I like to call him, because the kind of colouring matches with it. Let's see if I can get him to stand with his tail. This is the problem when you've got animals. There we go. So yeah, so he's kind of a kind of monkey slash bird, very much kind of Wizard of Oz feel. Obviously you can see his wings can be moved there, and his arms and his legs. Obviously a little bit harder for him to stand because of how it kind of perches. I think there must be parts of the ship that he can go on. Quite good condition. Obviously got a little bit of wear around the eyes. And then we have this kind of supporting cast. So then we had the pirate captain Zuli that used to help them out, obviously with his big protruding belly. Let's see if he will stand up. There we go. Obviously some very interesting hair designs and stuff they had for these characters. Quite simple in design for the few points of articulation, but great. So that is Pirate King Zuli. And then the final guy who was another is Zoot. So I believe he was some sort of smuggler, obviously with his hand, a bit reminiscent of kind of Thundercats design, I think, for this guy. I think there is a few kind of piratey characters that probably would have fit in there, but yeah, he's quite funky and quite nice to have. Obviously, I think it might be a sword handle there. So for all the good guys, then we go to the bad guys. So you had the main guy, the pirate lord Bloth. Obviously biggest character they have in this line by far. Obviously they like the belly up feature on a lot of these figures. Obviously you can see his pants are a little dirt and do need cleaning up. Half the time I do clean my figures after I finish with them, but yeah, that is the pirate lord Bloth. Again, no accessories, unfortunately. Then we have the henchman or his sidekick, so Mantus or Muntus. I think it is Mantus, yeah, I think it is. So he is kind of the advisory kind of Jafar character, but not as a big bad guy. Again, same sort of articulation that all of the figures have. No accessories, unfortunately. But yeah, look, I'm surprised they're all standing well. And then probably the little funny character that gets wrong is Kronk here. So here he is with his 3 toes. Okay, let's see if we can get him to stand a little better. There we go. He's turned to the side. Why is he? Apologies, that when they fall. There's his face. So Kronk, a little bit of yellow in on the belly. It kind of shines through on the light, but I think that's just the skin tone of how it reflects. And that is the final figure. Have you seen this series? Have you collected any figures? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I've been Cypher Sigma Toys. Thanks for watching this video.